So before we start with gameplay, what I'm going to be rocking for you guys is Arc subclass right here with Gathering Storm as my super. I'm going to be running Marksman Dodge, Triple Jump, Disorientating Blow, Storm Grenades with Lethal Current, and Tempest Strike. I'm going to be using Spark of Resistance, Spark of Recharge, Spark of Vaults, and Spark of Brilliance. And now, in terms of weapons, my kinetic is going to be Arbalest, and Arbalest is for the barrier champions. But also, there's going to be solar shields that we're going to see with the Shanks. And there's not that many. It's not like you're going to have 1,000 Shanks spawning, so you don't really have to worry too much about the solar shields. But I'm just bringing Arbalest, so I know it's going to take care of the barrier champions while also taking care of the solar shields. So that's what Arbalest is for. And I'm also using the Aikilos SMG just because it's an arc SMG, so I can use Overload Auto / SMG and take advantage of the buff. And this one just has Frenzy and Feeding Frenzy on it. If you get something like Volt Shot, which is a really good combo for arc weapons, I have it here on... Oh, well, I used to have it on one of the weapons here, but I think I moved it to Dim. But it's really good. That's basically like your Incandescent, but for arc. So if you have that, I recommend throwing that on just to help you get rid of ads and stuff. But mine is only level 2, so I don't have that perk unlocked yet. So I'm just going to run this. And the Sail Spy Pitch Glass from Season of Plunder. And if you don't have this, there is, I think, the Tarantula. If you have one, I think that's what it's called. It's a linear arc heavy that is from like back in like OG Destiny's like vanilla or whatever. If you have that, you can try that. But again, any arc heavy is gonna work. In my situation here, I'm just using linear fusions because they're really good DPS at the moment, so that's what that is for. And I do want to note this has a boss spec on it, just so you know, and it has Volt Shot, so there's that, and Rapid Shot. Now in terms of armor, I just have Arc Siphon and Taking Charge. I'm running Arc Siphon because Rapid Arc Weapon Final Blows create an Orb of Power. And obviously Orbs of Power, I can become Charged with Light by using that. And I can get my super fast. And with the exotic that I'm going to pair this with, I can overcharge my super and stuff like that by picking up Orbs. Overload Auto / SMG, like I said. Bolstering Detonation, which grants class ability energy when you cause damage with a grenade. And this is kind of just for my playstyle because as a hunter main, I tend to just dodge and reload my weapon like that instead of actually reloading it. So I have like a really bad habit of doing that. So it's going to grant me class ability so I can try to have my dodge every time. So you don't necessarily need to have that after following it, but that's just how my playstyle works. So that's why it's there. Elemental Charge, so I can become Charged with Light by picking up an Elemental Well. And I have Concussive Dampener, Sniper Damage Resistance, High Energy Fire. So while I'm Charged with Light, I gain bonus weapon damage. And I'm rocking Absolution, which is reduces all ability cooldowns each time you pick up an Orb of Power. Innervation, which reduces grenade cooldown each time you pick up an Orb of Power. So you can see we're generating orbs, we're picking them up, and we're using that to our advantage. And Elemental Ordnance, which is defeating a combatant with a grenade, spawns an Elemental Well. So that's going to make us Charged with Light, and it's just a surefire way to have it. You can also like throw other stuff. For example, I don't think I have enough. Oh, I do have enough slots. And you can do something like Combat Weapon Final Blows with the damage that matches your subclass element. Has a chance to drop a well. And basically what that means is, for example, you run Arc subclass, you get kills with an Arc weapon, it has an increasing chance to drop you Arc wells, so you can try that. So I would try that, but I'm just going to do Elemental Ordnance because I know it's a guaranteed nade kill, it's always going to drop me one. And Solo Operative because it says while you're the only member of your fire team, you deal increased damage to all combatants. This you can get from the artifact for this season, this isn't a permanent mod or anything. And Font of Might, so when picking up an Elemental Well that matches your subclass, it grants a bonus to weapon damage of that same element. So in terms of I pick up an Arc Well, my SMG is going to get the Arc damage boost, and so is my Heavy. So I can take advantage of that with DPS and stuff like that. That's the build. Again, you don't have to copy it all the way. If you don't have all the guns here, you can definitely make some substitutions. But this is what I'm going to use to get it done. So I'm going to cut to the modifiers now. We have Hot Knife. Shanks now have Solar Shields. You'll face Barrier and Overload champions. Regeneration is greatly impaired. Defeating enemies may create wells of light. You will not be able to change your equipment after the activity starts. Enemy shields are highly resistant to all unmatched elemental damage. This mode contains additional champions. Plus 50% arc damage dealt and received. Limited fire team revives. And you'll face combatants with solar shields. If completed solo, exotic chest armor is common and enhancement cores are uncommon. Recommended power is 1610. So we're going to load into this. And really, the first room, I'd say, is the most annoying room out of all of them, besides the boss room. And this one is just going to be filled with AI Fallen that just all have arc weapons that all do arc damage. So with the arc burn, you're going to be taking a lot more damage because of it. So what I recommend is you can actually just start with Arbalest here. And you can just straight up go for one-shots like this. Try to get rid of as many as possible off rip like that. You can see, I don't know, they're kind of... I can get this guy in a good spot, stun him. Just use my heavy. Just like that. And then, remember, to be honest, I don't like this modifier they have. The attrition modifier, where you can't heal. You have to, like, get kills to heal and then pick up those wells. I hate it. I'm just going to be completely honest. But let's try to do this without dying here. This is my second attempt right now at not dying in the starting room. Alright, so yeah, we have 2 overload champions. That's great. And my health is pretty low. So I'm going to kind of like peek this and then back up. Alright, I was wondering where the shots were going. Alright, this guy's just gonna be an overload champion. Alright, and that's not gonna stun him one bit. That's good to know. That's great, that's great. I'm dead. We love this modifier, we really do. I'm just gonna wait it out right here. Kind of look at where he's at with this emote. So yeah, 3 crits should be gone. Now we just have to worry about this other enemy that's just spamming. There we go. Hopefully, is that it? I'm gonna go for the well. And here's the Shanks. Again, solar shields. Don't have to worry too much about them unless you're missing shots like me right there. They dropped me some special ammo, so I'm gonna pick that up. You're gonna have explosive Shanks here. You're gonna like pop over the corners there. And I'm just gonna grab more special ammo because I was kind of whiffing some shots. Pick up as much as possible and then work my way down. And do the same thing for heavy if you see it. But now I'm gonna work my way over here. And here we're actually gonna have a barrier champion. It's gonna be a servitor that's gonna spawn. But first, we're gonna have this overload. There's our 3 crits. Try to get a nade kill right here. I can get this arc damage boost. There we go. I did hear a... whatever that's called, explosive shank. So I backed up. Are they just all sitting here? Yup. Actually, there, yeah, there's an enemy hiding there. Another overload champion. I'm gonna say attrition definitely makes this a lot more annoying. The fact that you can't like run around and stuff like that. Well, you can't run around as much. I'm gonna just pop a super there. That way I can get rid of all those enemies, hopefully. There we go. And I always recommend using a super on that servitor. try to target that guy and then do this. I'm over here using an SMG like an auto rifle. Alright, this is going to be annoying here because of this champion. I'm going to stun it and then just use my heavy here. And then the barrier servitor that I forgot spawns here. That's, honestly, I'm not going to lie, that's kind of toxic from Bungie. There we go. That was such a bad stun, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, and they're just not gonna let me stun him again. Oh god, I don't want to die right now, I'm gonna be honest. I want to try to stun him so he doesn't teleport and shoot me in the face. And so I'm just gonna wait. Alright, these enemies aren't helping either over here, the Shanks. Get rid of those. I thought that would stun. I just... There we go. I wasted more heavy than I would like, if I'm being honest. That almost fell off the map, and I'm full on ammo, so I would have died for no reason right there. Let's go over here. I can see more Shanks, but I saved up my Arbalest shots, but now they're gonna go hide. Now from this point on, I want to try to save my super just so I can supercharge it with the kills that I get. And this Shank is not gonna leave me alone. Move up a little bit, there we go. So with the kinetic and the rapid kills and stuff that I get right now, I'm gonna be generating some orbs. So let's do this. We have more champions, that's great. I'm just taking that champion out right there. Take that. See, I'm generating these orbs. Now, I got Feast of Light ×2. I think it goes up to like ×6 if I'm wrong. But we're gonna try to find out right now. But if anything, ×2 is more than enough damage, to be honest, against this Lost Sector boss. I'm just gonna make it weak, that way you can do like some ad clear while also doing damage to the boss. I'm gonna try to get some kills here, but these immune enemies aren't gonna make it easy. There we go, just do that. And I'm just gonna pop my super on the servitor because he's annoying. There we go. And the champion is nowhere near it, of course. I never picked up the heavy that dropped over here. I kind of missed those crits right there. Now these enemies here, there's no champion who's going to make them immune or anything, so I'm not too worried. So we got that going on. Then with that, that's pretty much it. And that's gonna do it for that. 9 minutes 33 seconds. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like this lost sector, mainly because of the attrition modifier. If it wasn't for that, I'd be pushing a lot more stuff and everything like that. So that's kind of what drags it down for me. But other than that, if this is like the only day you have and you have to like grind this out for an exotic or something, I recommend just waiting. But if you need the Triumph, this is a class that could help you. If you know any better loadouts, I'm always down for some new loadouts, because as you can tell, I'm just putting these together before I make the video. So if you know some foolproof loadouts, and they don't have to be only for Hunter, they could be for Titan, for Warlock, you know, any loadouts that help you heal in particular, maybe, drop those down in the comments. But yeah, that's going to do it for the video. Make sure to drop a follow on my Twitch, twitch.tv/MarcusJam0. I'm live daily. I'm live in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon, sometimes both. Ring the bell so you don't miss another video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.